Hey, hey, hey. Thank you for tuning into Seashell TV. I am Shell, and this is Tarot with Shell. So, today I would like to see what's going on around the world today, or basically see what information we need to know about things going around in the world today. So, let's see what's going on in the world, shall we? Yes, we shall. We shall, we shall, we shall. All right, made a little deck. All right, please provide me 3 cards. Three cards, please. Okay. So we have infrastructure. Interesting. We have Supreme Court. Also interesting. And we have, sorry y'all, Blackout. Also interesting. Okay, so we definitely know there's some infrastructure issues going on in the world right now. There's also some situations going on with the Supreme Court as far as like I think the NCAA and I think voting as well. Okay, and then we have blackout. So this could be due to like the hot temperatures that's going on in the world. Maybe there is potential for a blackout due to that because we need to use so much energy to stay cool, or this could be like a blackout overall. Who knows? So let's elaborate further and get some clarification. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's clarify infrastructure. All right. 2 cards, please, for infrastructure. So we have 1 card. We need 1 more card, please. Okay, so we have the King of Wands and the 2 of Cups for infrastructure. Okay. So with this, so you have the 2 of Cups and the King of Wands. So it looks as though there's some action taking place in regards to this infrastructure. Or there are some offers that's being offered that needs action. Or the Two of Cups to me can mean like some imbalance because you got one cup up and then one cup upside down. So to me, this looks like the infrastructure, and this is needing this King of Wands. This is like taking action or working on taking action to balance or fix the structure or the infrastructure. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So this could mean that there's a lot of money involved in regards to this infrastructure. And also, the Queen of Pentacles is like someone who basically like has it all, like has it all together and everything. But it's like you had everything you needed. Yeah, so you have everything you need to fix this infrastructure. And now you're trying to put what's fractured or not placed properly, or it's not equally, it's not even, basically, and putting forth some action, some work. And it's going to be a lot of money. But let's clarify this Two of Cups. Please clarify the Two of Cups, please. Okay. So remember at the bottom earlier of the deck, I said there was a Queen of Pentacles. That's somebody who has it all, has everything she needs to fix this uneven infrastructure. And now things just need to be put into action, or you know, there is action happening in regards to this infrastructure. So I clarified the Two of Cups, and you have the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. So this infrastructure is costing a lot of money. And in some instances, when it comes to this infrastructure, something's going to need to be torn down. A lot of this infrastructure, it needs to be torn down and built back up. And that's what I'm getting with this King of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. Like maybe they're looking at new blueprints to build new infrastructure or to build new buildings or empires. And well, no, not empires, but you know, buildings. But when it comes to like, I guess the money aspect of things, so this King of Pentacles has like some devil horns in the background. I'm kind of getting with this, like they have all the money they need for this infrastructure, right? But not all the money that's meant for the infrastructure will be used for the infrastructure. And that's not good either. Because if you're going to do this, fix the infrastructure, it needs to be fixed correctly. And in most cases, or in some cases, they probably need to tear the building or apartments or whatever, high rises, whatever, bridges, whatever. They need to tear it down and build it back up again. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Swords. So remember I was saying with this King of Pentacles that they have all the money they need to fix this infrastructure, but they're not going to use all the money for the infrastructure. And in knowing that, that could either land somebody in jail with this Eight of Swords, or someone feels restricted in using the money that's needed for this new infrastructure. My. That's interesting. 11:11 was just on the clock. All right, so let's clarify some more. Please give me more clarification on this infrastructure. Okay, so we have interference, which is like the Eight of Swords. So we have the Eight of Swords here twice. And then we have bravery, which is what, like the Seven of Wands. And then we have the Hanged Man. And then we have the Daughter of Water, which is like the, what, Princess of Cups, something like that. But anyways, so yeah, there's like a big restriction or an interference as to why not all money is going to be used, or why the fixing of the infrastructure hasn't happened yet. And you know what? If they don't get on the ball with things, some more infrastructure possibly could collapse. And I say that because on this bravery card, you have a firefighter. It's like someone's waiting for, like, it's like, you know how you know you're supposed to do something, but until it actually like breaks or doesn't work anymore, then you want to do something about it. This is kind of the situation I'm getting. So it's like they got all this money, but they're just sitting around waiting around for like stuff to happen or something to happen in order for them to do what it is they need to do. That's stupid, man. And then, like I said, you have the Daughter of Water. And yeah, okay, so with this Daughter of Water, it's like okay, so you received information about your infrastructure with this Daughter of Water. And I'm getting that with this information provided, They didn't look at it. Or they just half-ass read it. Or they didn't take the notice seriously. So there was some notice or something that somebody received about their infrastructure. And if they didn't do something about it, then things could begin to start crumbling down, literally. It's like someone tried to interfere by letting whoever these people or this person know that their infrastructure is not up to par. But the person just got the message and just looked at it but done nothing with the information. And it could be that's why they feel restricted about spending the money, because they're like, is it really all that bad? Or they don't want to spend that much money on it, but it's necessary. Because if not, this person or people, if something happens to the infrastructure with this Eight of Swords, someone's going to jail. And we have two Eight of Swords out here on the board. So if 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 this infrastructure does not get handled, someone's going to jail. If someone does not interfere and do what it is they need to do so that this infrastructure does not crumble. That's crazy. Somebody going to jail. Somebody going to do some real hard time if they don't fix this infrastructure. And then look, at the bottom of this deck, the moon. Oh, it's coming to the surface. It's coming to the surface of who, what, when, where, why, and most importantly, how. Okay? I mean, because it was in the dark for a long time. Okay? It wasn't until the last, I don't know, to where they're like, no more of this. This infrastructure needs to be fixed. It was hidden for a long time with this moon card, but now it's no longer hidden. Or if it is hidden now about who's behind this or who didn't take care of this infrastructure, if it falls down, yeah, nobody really knew about it. I mean, some people, of course, but not everybody. But with this moon card, something's being illuminated. So, actually, yeah, no. I don't need to clarify no more. Okay, so let's see why though. So I made like a little why though deck. So let's see. Why though? This infrastructure scenario. Why though? Let's see. Why though? Too many cards. The infrastructure story. Oh my goodness, all these cards are popping out. Okay, I just need a few. Infrastructure. Why though? Why though? Okay. These cards keep jumping out like crazy, so I'm going to take these 5 cards. So we have to prepare for what is to come. Look at that. To spread a message. Now, I know I done said this so far. to prepare for what is to come, to spread a message. Yes, somebody received a message about their infrastructure to prepare them for what's to come. And usually what's to come with a messed up infrastructure is, you know, crumbling, tearing down, falling down, collapsing. And then we have, look at that. It was supposed to be private. You know why it was supposed to be private? Because this person really wasn't trying to do anything. Or these people. Look at that. Some information leaked. Some information leaked. So either the information that was leaked and was supposed to be private was the message that was given to the people or person about their infrastructure. Or someone leaked information and it was supposed to be private. That could be about the people or the person behind not fixing the infrastructure. And then the last one, they were blindsided. Ooh. So a lot of people were blindsided or are going to be blindsided. If this collapse happens, everybody's going to be blindsided. Just period, just point, just blank. Okay? All right. And then at the bottom, look, crazy, y'all. It was really a setup. Ooh. So maybe someone set somebody up by leaking this information that was supposed to be private. Yeah, so what I think was coming to the surface is not the fact that the infrastructure collapsed, but I think of who's behind not fixing and correcting the infrastructure. And I'm telling y'all, it's more than one person involved. I really feel like it's more than one person involved. But if not, there is a head honcho. And this head honcho could be someone like the King of Pentacles, right? But not in a good way with the devil horns behind him. Dang. So let's see. I got a little answers deck I made. So let's see. What question do I want to ask? Okay. Was this really a setup? Okay. No, not really a setup. So maybe this is more like, okay, so maybe this was like a setup, like maybe they were setting things up to get things in motion to get this infrastructure fixed. Okay, so it wasn't a setup, but it was more like them setting up to get ready to fix the infrastructure. Okay, and then let's see. This, let's see. What's another question? So, okay, so with it was really a setup. No, it wasn't like they set somebody up, but more or less they were setting up to get the infrastructure done. And I remember how I pulled the thumbs down. So, okay, there we go. So they were telling people or the people they needed to tell that they were setting things up to get the infrastructure corrected, but they didn't really. Maybe that's the information that was leaked that was supposed to be kept private. So the information leaked. So does the information leak have to do with them saying that they were setting things up for the infrastructure to get fixed? Okay, that was too many cards. Hold on, y'all. So the leaked information had to do with them claiming that they set up everything for the infrastructure to get fixed. Too many cards keep popping out. So small. Okay. Were they really setting things up to get the infrastructure fixed? Nope. Nope. Mm-mm-mm. Actually, I got two cards. Sorry. I got no cool. So, not cool, basically. Spirit is saying this is not cool. So, no, they really weren't setting things up. Wow. So that's the end of the infrastructure. So now let's move on to the Supreme Court. All right, so let's clarify. Supreme Court. All right, two cards for Supreme Court, please. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords and we have the Two of Wands. Okay, so and it's funny because with this Two of Wands, you have the little different faces as if it's more than one person. And then you have the Two of Wands with the Ten of Swords. So to me, it's like there were two things that needed some action on, right? But it's like one of them had to be put to an end. Okay? And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Hierophant. So yeah, so this is like the Supreme Court people, because this is the Hierophant. So yeah. So the Supreme Court basically has the know-how or So the Supreme Court is trying to hold on to something. The Supreme Court is trying to hold on to something, basically. They've been holding on to it for years, and they're having a hard time letting it go. But there's going to be an ending to something. That's for sure. So let's clarify the Two of Wands. You have the Five of Wands. So there's conflict. Or there's not conflict. There's like, okay, so the Five of Swords or the Five of Wands can be like competition as well. So maybe this is the Supreme Court, you know, choosing something or not wanting to let something go in regards to athletes. And I was saying earlier, that is currently in the news, I think. The Supreme Court is not happy with what the NCAA has, agreed to. So yeah, this five of wands are the athletes. There's something about the athletes that the Supreme Court does not want to let go. Let's see if I can get another card. One more card for the Two of Wands, please. And you know what? So you got the Five of Wands and the Two of Wands, and together that's Seven of Wands, which is what? Like standing up for yourself, brave. Okay, so you have the Page of Pentacles for clarification of the Two of Wands. So this has something to do with athletes' money, because this is the Page of Pentacles. Okay? It's like they're going over something new in regards to these athletes' money. And the Supreme Court won't let that go. Because, see, the Supreme Court and all them, everybody else make more money than the athletes. Everybody else capitalize more off the athletes than the athletes themselves. And they're the ones who's putting in the work and whatnot. But the Supreme Court don't want to let something go in regards to athletes and their money go. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. So the Supreme Court, like I said, because you have the Five of Wands and the Two of Wands, which equals the Seven of Wands. So the Supreme Court is like, I guess, trying to take up for themselves. They're trying to take up for themselves, but in the process of taking up for themselves with this Magician card, they could be also manipulative in the reason why they don't want to let go of something in regards to athletes and their money. Now, this Magician card could also represent that, well, something's going to change, because we do have the Ten of Swords here. Wow. People are greedy, aren't they? Okay, so let's elaborate more on the Supreme Court. 3 cards, please. One more card. Supreme Court not about to be happy. So we have, repletion. Okay. It's like I want to say like the Ten of Cups, I think. And then we have the Death and Rebirth. And then we have the Empress. So, either the Supreme Court somebody's about to put something to an end in regards to the athletes and their money when it comes to the Supreme Court. They about to kill all that. Because again, remember, we have the Ten of Swords. They about to kill all that. They about to kill all what the Supreme Court talking about, trying to be manipulative, trying to, take up for why it is they do what they do when it comes to athletes and the athletes' money. Whoever is not in agreement with the Supreme Court, they about to kill all that with the Ten of Swords and end that shit. And the athletes are going to be able to maybe not replenish what's been taken from them all these years, but they can start now and monetize off the things they do, capitalize off the things they do with this repletion. This is going to make these athletes emotionally fulfilled, as they should. They put in a lot of work. And for somebody else to capitalize more off of you than yourself, that would piss anybody off. But that's okay, because these athletes are going to be very well taken care of with this Empress card here. So, no worry, athletes. This is going to be all in your favor. And then at the bottom, look at that. At the bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. Nice. And that this has something to do with the NCAA. And if the Supreme Court is doing this crap, not trying to let whatever go in regards to the athletes and their money, so that the athletes themselves can capitalize off themselves. That's just that. All right, let's see why, though. Supreme Court. Why, though? Supreme Court. Why, though? Oh, all right, we got some poppers. Okay, so. Okay. Sorry, my camera moving a little bit, y'all. But check this out. So the Supreme Court was breaking the rules. That's why they was up there trying to defend themselves and manipulate the information they were trying to provide as to why they didn't want to let go of whatever has to do with the athletes and their money. They were breaking the rules. And check this out. They weren't being taken care of. So the Supreme Court, or whomever won't let capitalizing off these athletes go, were breaking the rules. And people were realizing, even the athletes themselves were realizing that they weren't being taken care of. Well, with the Empress card, and the Wheel of Fortune, and the Death card, and the Repletion card, they're going to be very well taken care of. Mm-hmm. And at the bottom of the deck, we have before someone get hurt. Yeah, like, I think it's more like the Supreme Court about to get their feelings hurt. Because the athletes that had their feelings hurt a long time. by not being able to get the money that they deserve off of the hard work that they do. So, let's see. Let's get an answer. Let's see. What question do I want to ask? Is this regards to the NCAA? Is this in regards to the NCAA? Okay. So I'll take that as a yes. And is it the Supreme Court that does not want to let go of the athletes and their money? I got just wait and it's not happening. So we're going to have to wait, or it could be already here, but just know that the Supreme Court, they're going to have to let go. They're not going to be able to hold on anymore. So we got to just wait. Yep, they're getting the thumbs down. All right, so now let's move on to Blackout. Okay, so let's clarify Blackout. Two cards for Blackout, please. A lot of fire energy. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands. And then we have the Nine of Wands. So for this, and it's funny because the Blackout card is orange. And here you have the Wands, which is fire energy. So, So will there be like a fire that causes a blackout? And then you have Knight of Swords at the bottom. No. No, there won't be a fire that causes a blackout. You see this Knight of Swords? Look at it. Look at it. They're about to cut something off to create a blackout. You see how he's swinging that knife like he about to chop that bird's head off? Yeah, well, that's what they're about to do. Okay, now that makes sense. So these wands is fire, right? And to me, that's like electric. Yeah, so they're going to be cutting electric and light. They're going to be cutting out energy. And I say that because I don't know if y'all can really see this, but in this Knight of Wands, that's a chandelier. Actually, there's 3 chandeliers. Check this out. Boop, boop, boop. 3 chandeliers. So yeah, this has something to do with electricity being intentionally cut off to create what? A blackout. Oh, ish, y'all. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready, y'all. And during this blackout, there's going to be a lot of people helping others. There's going to be people um, going underground, possibly. Because I say that because you have this Knight of Wands, right? And this is like a mountain, and he's like going down the mountain on like a yeah. So it's like as if he's going down it. It doesn't look like he's going up it. He's going down it. So it's like maybe he's going down in a tunnel or like a underground bunker. And this is representing the people helping each other maybe get to the bunker or get to underground. Because with this blackout, nobody's going to be able to see anything, and all kind of things is going to be happening. Crazy stuff too. So yeah, y'all, that's good. All right, let's elaborate more. Blackout, Knight of Wands, and 9 of Wands. Please help me to elaborate further, please and thank you. One more card. Ooh, oh. Okay, yep. All right. So we have comfort, which is like, I think, the 4 of Cups. And then we have grief, which is the 3 of Swords. And then you have the Death card. So there's going to be discomfort, grief, and death. Period, point blank. Like, that's just to put it simple during this blackout. Because I'm telling you, it's going to get dangerous. It's going to get very dangerous. And I say that because not only to me does this Knight of Swords represent them intentionally cutting out the electric to create a blackout, but this type of behavior, this immature, combative, possibly dangerous person or people in the night doing some stuff like this. So yeah, this blackout is going to create discomfort, grief, and death. Period, point blank. And you know what? I'm also getting too that some of the death could be self-inflicted. There will probably be a lot of like drug use also during this time. So keep that in mind. At the bottom of the deck, all this fire. Father of Fire, which to me is like the King of Wands. To me, this Father of Fire is like, take action. It's going to happen. So just now that this is known, just prepare for it. Be the Father of Fire and start taking action on getting prepared, basically, for this blackout. All right, let's see why, though. Why, though, this blackout? Why, though? Why, though, this blackout? Cards. Okay, got two that popped out. Look, y'all. So first of all, this blackout was a plot all along, and I said that already because I said with the Knight of Swords, that's someone intentionally cutting off electric, power, energy, however you want to put it. Why, though? So why, though, was the fact that it was a plot all along, and then to make us believe what is right is actually wrong. So you want us to sit in the dark for days and days and days because it was a plot of yours for us to believe what is actually right is wrong. Y'all, that's scary as beep. And you know what? During my premeditation shuffle, I was getting New World Order, Elite, and what else was I getting? Something else. And also, they're doing this to make more money. So I guess they think we don't have daylight, but they know we do. So I'm thinking they're probably doing this to make us spend more money. And it could be that they're doing this blackout because let's face it, every type of business took a hit during quarantine or shutdown is what I like to call it, right? So if this was a plot all along to believe what is right is actually wrong just to make more money, well, that's wrong. And then not only that, maybe this blackout is happening because this energy company or energy companies are trying to make their money back. And they're going to try to make us believe that what we see on our bill is right, but it's actually wrong because they're trying to make all their money back. And it was a plot all freaking long. Y'all, this stuff going on in the world is great. Okay. All right. So will this blackout happen? Or is this blackout happening soon? They're going to go for it. Oh my gosh. They're going to go for it, y'all. They're going to go for it. Will this blackout happen soon? Not sure. Not sure. Not sure when it's going to happen exactly, but they're going to go for it. Okay, you all. Well, I hope you enjoyed this spread in regards to the things that's happening in the world and, what we need to know about these things. So I hope you all enjoy it. I'm not sure what I'm going to name it yet, but I hope you all enjoy it. If it's long, I'm sorry, but I kind of want to be detailed when we're talking about the things that's happening in the world. I'm just saying, can't really trust what the media say, no way. So I figure I can do it this way for those people who probably don't watch the news or don't keep up on the current events. So hopefully this will help people to try to, be aware of what's going on in the world. Whether it's true or not is another thing, and whether it's going to happen or not is another thing. So thank you for tuning in to Seashell TV. I appreciate your time. Thank you for staying all the way until the end. And I appreciate you all. Bye.